Boy,
I was
cry.
wrong. So you guys place in second. There's a ceremony thing. And
Well, now I have to decide whether or not I want Heywood to actually be alive or not.
everybody gets 32,000 gold, except for Heywood, who gets 30,750.
Hold on.
I gotta grab a pencil. Give me a sec.
If Heywood lived, what stat am I losing to?
Not because you weren't killed in such a way that it maimed your body. So you wouldn't have to have a stat loss.
You can go away. You can just res him and play someone else, or you don't have to kill him if you really want to play someone else. Just let him live and wander off.
Not to be that guy, but if you don't play another divine healer, then we're gonna have a lot bigger issues as a party because we won't have one.
Or I don't need to throw as ridiculously difficult things against you in order to balance things, or you switch out a party member to give yourself a divine healer.
So in other words, we have to switch out Lissandra basically, because I think everyone else wants to just dump their character.
Yeah. I mean, we could
What's
dump
Chris-
out
what's
Lissandra
Chris gonna
'cause we
play?
have so many different.
Chris is a monk.
Chris is playing a monk who is a tank, essentially.
Okay.
They're
Good.
a frontline tank heavy DPS.
They have one small heal that they can do, but it's not necessarily anything special.
I think it also might only work for themselves.
Pretty much.
I don't actually know off the top of my head.
I don't either, but I think it might just work on you. Because that would be more in flavor of the monk.
I don't know if I want Heywood to be alive.
You don't want him as an option? You hate him that
further down
much,
the
you just
line.
die.
You just want to go screw all the progress.
You don't want his money.
You
Any
wouldn't
of
have
that
a
stuff.
unicorn. Gonna get a unicorn.
Or I could just be a dolphin bear.
Kyle wouldn't let you be a dolphin bear. Do you think Bear would let you be a dolphin bear?
Yes, because by the rules of the game, it works.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't work as the way you envisioned it.
You
because
would have to explain to me the exact physiology of how
Bear,
it would work.
it doesn't work exactly how he envisions it, I'm pretty sure, but
I would
because he
have
wants
to
to be
read the
half
thing
dolphin,
and
half
you'd
bear.
have-
As a member of the party, I would prefer a healer than a dolphin bear. What would a dolphin bear provide the group with, to be exact, really?
Aquatic destructive mammals. That's what.
For all of the like ocean stuff we're doing.
Well, we are pirates, aren't we?
You're
No.
land pirates. Unless y'all decide to come together and build a boat.
We
Buy a
could.
boat.
We have a lot of money. We should. We should build a boat. That forget all these other quests. Let's just be actual pirates now.
They're just like, well,
I have to wait and see, what's going on with everything before we progress. So
Sorry, just say you want to play a different character, but revive Heywood. Because you obviously don't want to be Heywood anymore.
But I get a unicorn. What else do I get? Cleanse blindness. Oh boy, because I've totally been using my cleanse things that I get as my special stuff. Cleanse spirit. What the fuck is cleanse spirit?
By the way, you guys unlocked 4 achievements for that fight.
That's a lot.
Ooh,
That's pretty good.
you gonna tell us what they are?
I can give you their names.
All right.
The ones you unlocked are named Pay to Win, Kitty's Got Claws, I am truly the best, in all caps with 2 exclamation points, and I wrestled a bear once.
What was the second one? Pay to win. I am truly the best. I wrestled a bear once.
And Kitty's Got Claws. You guys did not unlock the most prestigious achievement, which was, I don't care that you wrestled a bear once.
Did that have to do with escaping a grapple?
No, it had to do with pinning him.
Oh. Yeah. We probably could have won, but we fucked up. Got too caught up on Alicia Grant, I think. Can you make a decision, Sawyer?
Heads or tails?
Wow.
Heads and tails. Keep them alive, play someone new. I don't care. Come on.
Whatever. Heywood's at least gonna live.
Okay.
He's too entertaining to die completely.
I mean, there's an orphanage somewhere that just got a lot of money now, so...
For the kids. The kids. He's so, like, just repressed. Because he died again and didn't have anything done to him after he died. I don't see why you're so depressed. He's a broken man all of a sudden.
Yeah, why are you so upset?
He wanted more. He wanted to lose more charisma. Apparently.
So he could feel justified in switching to his other camp.
He's probably upset because he had to spend the whole fight doing nothing and then die.
Nathan did that.
Well,
too.
you know who knows why he's upset the most? Sawyer does. Sawyer, maybe help us out here a little bit. Alright.
He can't. He can't anymore.
Okay, so guys went through the ceremony that I don't feel like taking 15 minutes to go through.
Plus, you'd have
So
to
say-
move like 6 tokens for each people.
It'd be horrible. So you guys get paid. And
32,000.
Woo!
yeah,
Ching.
everybody make a spot check. Actually,
Oblivious.
so everybody but Grizz.
You've said that so many times.
I guess I should take you back to the map so I can point out who specifically is talking. Near the top, the ceremony is pretty much the same, except this lady, you can see that she was having a small conversation with the other heroes, who were the first place winners.
Is she an orc?
She is a half-orc, yes.
Odango.
So, you guys had some places to visit and people to talk to.
Alright.
Potential.
Yep.
So, it's time to go bar crawling, I think. I don't remember any of the names of any of them, so I know some people wrote it down.
You
Cannon,
have
Bear, Busty Wench, and the Talks Fine Whining and Dining, or whatever.
and the Oily Oyster.
And the slimy bitch. No, it's the Oily Oyster, but yeah.
So the Baron Rebels are at the Oily Oyster. The White Mantle are at the not White Mantle, Shining Blade are at the Bannered Mare. The Baron what?
I was gonna ask you, Bear, can I stuff the rest of this gold in my fucking bag of holding? Because I got quite a bit already.
You each get another bag of holding.
Alright, so I just carried around 2 mini bags of holding filled with money. Alright.
The Baron Militia were in the Busty Wench.
What size bag of holding did we say these were?
It's like a small
Type
one.
5 or something?
But I think we said that they were about this big.
Well, no, I mean, like,
Yeah,
what do we mark that as?
It's not a specific type because those are huge.
Yeah, it's
so
smaller.
just write like coin purse of holding.
I got fucking 60,000 gold.
It's designed pretty much specifically for just holding an obnoxiously large amount of gold.
I can buy, like, my own galleon and ride the 7 sea.
And the other heroes were at Fox, Wine, and Dine.
I say we go to Fox Wine and Dine and toast our what's the word?
Second place victory.
No, I mean the people we fought.
Oh. Adversaries?
Adversaries, yeah. Sure.
Hey, you guys placed this, or we placed the same. I told you, I predicted it. We're gonna play second. I fucking told you. Gotta be almost number 1, but not quite. To really crush your dreams, you know?
So you guys make your way to Fox, Wine, and Dine. And this place is actually pretty gigantic, and it's also pretty full. It's actually quite ornate it's very fancy. Like, you would not expect a place called Fox, Wine, and Dine to be this big and fancy, but it's damn big and fancy.
Everyone raises their pinky when they drink.
No.
Just no.
Well, I guess that joke just wasn't applicable.
No.
You see, you don't know who the owner of Cook and Fox Wine and Dine is, and I do. So, actually, Mother, Fox Wine and Dine has very good food, but no.
Wrong.
So you guys get there.
We in there. Do we notice? I'm trying to notice the people we just fought.
Make a spot check.
I'm fucking oblivious, dude.
You can't pick them out of the crowd.
Can someone lift me up? I can't see anything.
Don't you think you're a bit heavy?
Yes. Does anybody see the others?
I'll do a spot check. 2!
You can't find them.
I'm not rolling because I don't care.
All Alright, Lissandra. Do you see them?
I guess I'll get my dice back out. No, she doesn't.
Well, see you later.
That was eventful.
I guess, well, we sort of just went here. Nobody else suggested anything else. Didn't know where you guys wanted to go. I just suggested it. But obviously you guys didn't want to go here.
No, I wanted to go to the, there was the White Mantle, the Rebels, I should go what the other one was.
The Shining Blade, the Rebels,
Yes.
and the Baron Militia.
Yeah, the Baron Militia, that's who it was.
Let's hit those up then.
That was in, well, I don't remember the place, one of those.
Baron Militia is at the Busty Wench.
Sure,
We never came here. Let's just go there.
sure.
Okay. Fox
We just fade from existence and teleport to the other fucking.
So, you guys retroactively go somewhere else. So, you guys actually don't know shit about Fox Wine and Dine and how fancy it is.
No, we
So you
don't.
guys went to the Busty Wench.
Yeah, we did.
Sounds like a nice classy establishment.
Actually is very classy.
So there.
Who names these places?
I have no idea.
Bear actually messaged me asking for all my tavern names, so. If he asked me, it would all be called like the Dong Saloon and stuff like that, so.
Anyway, so you guys get to the Busty Wench. Do you make spot checks and then leave without doing anything?
I'll
Yep.
fucking. I mean, I'm gonna go in and look for these people actively, so I don't think I have to roll spot, because I'm just gonna go around until I find them.
Okay, make a search check.
Oh my god.
I mean, you weren't wrong. You don't have to roll spot.
Well, my search is pretty fucking good, so there you go.
You find them immediately.
I'm following Haer'Dalis, so I don't have to roll anything. So I'll just get 6.
You'll just get lost.
It's considerably less crowded here.
Found a children's treasure map then.
These guys were the ones who were part of the militia in the northern continent, right?
Yes,
Against the rebels. Yeah.
they are the
Imperial.
ones who were members of the Imperial Baron Republic.
Alright, this is the people that Lissandra used to be a part of.
Correct.
Did Lissandra come with us then?
Yes. How tall are all of you?
Short.
I'm shorter than she is, probably.
5'5".
4'4", baby.
In
You a dwarf?
Yeah.
he is a
I don't know
dwarf.
why I just realized this now.
The
He's using a
Gimli.
dwarven war axe, and his picture is Gimli, but I'm not sure if he's a dwarf.
He's clearly a half elf, so you know.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't around when he got the weapon.
So, Lissandra is sort of trying to hide behind Tyrion, who is apparently the only person here who she's shorter than.
How am I the tallest one?
Because I am
What?
also an elf, and elves are not usually taller than 5.5 feet. And I'm 5'4". I'm only an inch shorter than you. So actually, I'm technically not an elf, but you don't know.
It's just
I'm technically not an elf, but you don't know that. So, but still, like you think I'm an elf. So
right.
yeah.
It's just funny.
Oberon
Yeah,
was the
busted.
tallest.
Well, sorry, I dropped out again.
Yep. I
And he's back.
accidentally called just me.
Oh.
There he is. I thought Heywood was, like, taller.
I mean, he's 5'8".
Heywood, you are the tallest person in this group significantly.
What the hell?
That
has
is
the tank.
that is not what I was imagining when I pictured the group. I guess it has changed since Oberon ducked out, since Oberon was like 6'7" or some shit.
Yes.
A man among giants. I mean, a giant among wee
I was gonna say, a
lads.
man among giants? You're right. I mean, if he's surrounded by hill giants.
So, you approach them, and Annabelle appears happy to see you. She's like, greetings! Congratulations on your placement in the tournament.
Yeah, thanks, we guess.
I mean, second out of 128 is a pretty good placement. And there's still quite a bit of money attached to that.
We got nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. We have no money.
I have no money.
She looks at who would be like Haer'Dalis was at the forefront of the group, so she looks at Haer'Dalis and she's just like, "What's up with him?"
I think he's just a little embarrassed.
I mean, he did better than he did on his own. So,
What's that supposed to mean? I mean, I did, but... God.
it's just an objective statement of fact.
God.
How far did you get, Lance?
He died in like the second round.
Bronson wrecked me. But Tyrion did too, so there.
And against all odds, I lucked my way to second.
You are a rogue. That's sort of how you're supposed to operate.
But anyway, you wanted to talk to us after the tournament. Let's have a seat here, I guess. Is the table big enough?
Yes, the table's big enough. It's like an 8-person table. Well, it actually needs to be bigger than that. It's like a 12-person table, and all of them are situated on, like, it's like up against the side, and they're on the wall side.
Okay. I shall take a seat.
Let's have a seat, right over there. Have a seat.
We'd offer to, purchase you a meal and a drink, but you're probably better off than we are at the moment.
You're damn right.
You goddamn right. Freaking loaded.
Grizz, are you gonna do the talking, or am I gonna do the talking?
Oh, you can do the talking.
Okay. Yep.
So what can I help you guys with?
Well, we're here to follow up on your proposition that you gave us while we were still participating in the tournament.
Well, as I
Or
said,
at very least, to discuss the details, I should say.
well, as I said before, we're down in Felon working on another operation. There was our commanding officer was waiting for a particular individual to show up, but we're sort of going behind their backs looking for different options.
Did Lissandra seat at the table?
Yes, Lissandra's sitting at the table.
Did she, look at Lissandra when she said that or anything?
No.
Okay.
she didn't. Lissandra is totally stone-faced.
Apparently,
she just has
Tyrion and Heywood are as
She's
well.
stoned.
She just has a rock that she has holding right up here. So, for one, I don't know much about your group's history, but you might be able to help us out with that. More generally, how much do you know about the situation up in Barren?
Well, let me roll a knowledge history check and tell you. Or what kind of
Nothing.
knowledge would it be? Didn't I already roll?
Yeah, it'd be knowledge history. You rolled one before, but
I don't
so
remember
you're
what
gonna
it
get like a significantly lower pass score.
was.
You know, pretty much everything that I have written down in the journal.
Well, alright. Well, time to fucking open the journal.
Under the Imperial Baron Republic and Imperial and the Baron clans tabs, which essentially have the same thing in them.
Yeah, I read the Imperial one a couple weeks ago, I think.
Well, I guess I know as much about the history of the Empire and what's going on up there, but nothing too specific. I just know that you guys are having trouble with the Baron clans.
Well, as you might be aware, the war up there has been going cold for several years now. But both of our sides have been gathering resources and members in order to bolster our forces. Specifically, we're trying to look for sort of an elite strike force that can help us take key objectives without having the logistical nightmare of moving around troops. Which presumably is what you guys would be doing if you were to join. Because of your past record, you probably would not have to go through any sort of training program, although I'm sure that standard background checks and vetting and the like would happen. And if you were to help us, there would be a certain amount of perks that you would be able to take advantage of, such as automatic citizenship to the Republic after a set amount of time, among other things.
Such as?
Well, obviously, you would have access to standard payment for military services, and which grows as you move up the ranks. As I stated before, if you'll recall, there isn't much politicking in our military. We pretty much run on a meritocracy, so people with your skills would likely be able to move up to higher positions, more specialized positions, on a faster basis, especially if our command saw fit to give you the special kind of missions I spoke of before. I already mentioned citizenship. You'd have access to our armories for materials that you'd be cleared for there. You have paid for food and housing. Stuff like that.
I see. I imagine specifics and other details pertaining to our duties would be discussed after we agreed to help you out, rather than prior.
Correct. Obviously, since none of you, as far as I'm aware, are currently members of the Barren Public, you would be able to opt out of the military at any given point in time, since you wouldn't be subject to our mandatory conscription. So, if you were to talk to a higher-up about your specific duties, it's not like we're going to lock you into wiping down toilets and force you to stay there. You know what your job was before you had any commitment towards it.
Well, I feel like, when would we begin? Would it be an immediate transferal up there, or if we decided to take this on, when would you expect us to travel there?
Well, strictly speaking, I'm not here in an official capacity, so anything you'd be discussing with me, any agreement you make with me, you're not... it wouldn't be officially marked down. If you wanted to travel with us on our current duty down here, that would be an option, and then move up there with us. Alternatively, I can write a letter of recommendation to give to you that you can take to one of the Republic recruiting offices and discuss details about that there. So anything you decide tonight wouldn't be immediate.
I feel like this is something I'll probably have to discuss at length with my party members when we get the chance to escape the hustle and bustle of the public. When we get a chance to ourselves, so we can talk about it. Because obviously it's not something that any of us want to make a decision on like this very moment. So we'll probably have to talk. So we'll probably have to discuss it a little bit more. How long will you be staying here in this, like specifically this tavern?
We're planning on staying for the next couple days, but after that we really should get back to our duties.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we should...
Probably.
What? Sorry?
Nothing.
We'll probably have to talk about this amongst ourselves to make a final decision on it, but we appreciate the offer. We'll probably have an answer for you within the time period before you head out, because obviously you won't be able to contact you as easily once you leave.
Well,
Drop something.
Just in case you're not, let me get you the recommendation real quick. She reaches into her bag and takes out a piece of paper and an ink and a quill and scribbles something down, gets a stamp out, and stamps it. And she hands it over to you. And I believe the nearest recruiting office is in Poliano. If you specifically wish to speak with us or our commanding officer while we're on the continent, if you're heading anywhere around Lissa, which you'd have to turn that in anyway, you can ask for a way to contact us at the Urami Academy for Magic and Technology.
Alright. That sounds fine to me. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add? And I motion over to my party members. Anything you guys want to say? Ask?
Not particularly.
Okay. Well, I believe our business is concluded here. If we decide to act upon this, we will get in touch. If not, well, see you later.
Wonderful. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm gonna order a round of drinks for them.
They all say thanks.
Thank you, Kaiser.
I'm gonna ask. Well, and I assume we get up from the table, but I'm gonna ask you guys. Like, do you guys want to stick around here? Do you want to go talk to some other people? What do you want to do?
Wasn't this the place where Nalasair was going to be?
No,
That was Thock's Wine and Dine.
which we
I
haven't
thought that's
technically
where
gone to yet.
we
No.
were going to.
Yeah, but then Grizz walked in, didn't see anybody, and nobody said
then just left.
anything, so we retconned that.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I
Grizz
suggested
is-
we go there, but nobody said anything else, so we ended up going there.
ah.
I mean, we can go to other places.
Yeah.
I just don't want to talk about this while I'm near these people, obviously, because I don't want them to hear like what we
Yeah,
think.
I want to hear everybody's like plan for us, because there's many
there-
different routes we could take, and I want. Is there like where's the soonest route we can get other Chris in here?
I was kind of waiting until you guys decided like what you were doing next, because I'm not really gonna have a say in that since I'm just kind of joining the group.
Right.
I'm gonna join the group. Like, no, I don't want to do that.
So I mean, you've been sitting there for like 4 hours, so I think you
No, it's
might
been
want to
entertaining.
participate a bit, you know.
I'm gonna wait to join anyway, because I'm about to eat something.
Where are you guys? Where are we gonna head next?
Just go down the list, I guess.
So, I
There's
guess.
not a literal list, so...
I
Well, we
mean-
can go. Let's go talk to the rebels next, I guess, because I kind of want to hear both sides of like what they expect. But
Is there any chance we could do more of the major talking next week? Because I kind of have to be up at 3.
Nathan.
I mean, we kind of have to pick which route we want to go because Bear has to
Theoretically,
make stuff.
we could do most of it next week. It would just be next week would be mostly talking.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, I was interested in Nalasair stuff, and I was interested in whatever Lissandra's backstory was. But if we weren't gonna do keep Lissandra, like, you know, that's kind of a major thing.
I mean, Nalasair stuff sounds fun, and Lissandra stuff sounds fun.
some stuff was.
Dealing with the White Mantle would be in favor for Heywood because he sees them as a threat to, like, just the general good of the public.
The general well-being of the universe.
Yeah, they just kind of
Understood.
seem like a threat to the general well-being of the public.
Plus, they've been dicking around with us.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not particularly a fan of this whole military idea because I don't want to be
No.
part of a spec ops
Yeah.
group.
We're
It made
more-
it sound like we were going to be kind of like soldiers, and I really have no interest in doing that.
Yeah.
My character does not want to be beholden to some sort of military unit anyway.
Which it seems
Mine
like
either.
the other ones might be the same way like that too.
That's why I
Yeah.
wanted to talk to the rebels to see what their whole deal was, because it seemed like it might be similar, but I wasn't
So
sure.
I will, get that out of the way. If you guys go and see the rebels, which I'll assume you do, so before you guys approach the rebels, Lissandra tells you that she refuses to work with the rebels.
Well, that solves that then. 'Cause I
And if you guys choose to go in without her to discuss it, they're pretty much the same thing, except they sound a lot less like they have an actual plan. They seem more like a guerrilla force as opposed to an organized fighting force.
Well, aren't
Yeah,
two
so-
of these missions, like, one of them is dealing with the rebels, and then the rebel mission is dealing with the other group?
yeah,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
But I have no interest in being part of a military unit. I'll just say
Heywood
that.
has no interest in either of those because he doesn't want to get caught in something that he doesn't understand like that.
I
Okay.
personally don't really care about the moral aspect of it. It's just that I don't like being beholden to. Not saying that I would be beholden to, commanders and such, but I don't like the fact that I would be kind of like,
You don't want to
Answer.
have a duty.
yeah, I don't really want to
Yeah.
have a duty, and I don't really like the idea of answering to someone else anyway. Because
What's your alignment, Kyle?
True neutral. Which
Yeah, see, mine's chaotic, not neutral, so I don't really like the rules and the structure either.
well, I mean, with me, it's more of like. Don't get me wrong.
Kyle, I
like
thought you were
money.
evil.
I'm not evil.
No.
I'm true neutral.
He's not an evil, he's just a tiefling. But you guys don't know that.
Honestly, what interests me the most is the treasure with Nalisair, because I like treasure, and I think everyone else likes treasure too.
Treasure.
So-
Yep.
That's what interests me the most. But obviously, I'm not going to go against the whole party if everyone else wants to do something else.
Last time that we had an opportunity through Lissandra, it was to go back to that place that we had where we fought like the Forge Master or whatever.
And we
Yep,
weren't
which I've never
sure
been
if
there.
it was going to be. She got a letter. I forgot what was on the letter though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her former commanding officer
Had
is
basically
requesting...
grouped up with they had like grouped up with Katarina or something, wasn't it?
They're both
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And her former commanding officer had some troops, and they were trying to do a mission there that they thought Lissandra could help out on in some way, and they might not be able to do it without her help. And they knew that she was traveling with other people, and they were welcome too, and they were going to discuss the mission more once they got there.
So basically, in my mind, I'm more interested in either that or something with Nalisair. I really have no
I
interest
mean,
in dealing with either military force in the north. So, and I think everyone else is kind of against that anyway.
Yeah,
and we're about to gain a shit ton of levels and treasure. That's like we're land pirates. Treasure.
I'm
like,
thinking.
treasure
Well, we're
sounds
not
like a
land
good plan.
pirates. We're just that's the name of the thing. But yeah.
I know, but
You guys are-
treasure.
You guys were supposed to be treasure hunters.
Yeah.
Of some sort. So,
Yeah, I'm thinking that we can even just release Lissandra and she can go do her own thing up there. And because we have all these party members, we could probably shift them around a bit. And
Well, I mean,
just
if
do this Nalisair thing.
Well, if she doesn't want to come with us, that's totally
Well,
cool.
yeah,
But
right.
it depends on how passionate she is about her mission.
That would also come into the thing that we'd have 7 party members if she were to accompany you south, because, oh my god, who'd have thunk that if you do the Nalasair thing, she's forced to be a party member.
Yeah, so I was
Right,
saying we
our
just let
turns
her
are
go
taking-
up there.
Yeah, because our turns are taking a long time as it is.
Also, since we're just cutting to the chase with it, you would find out when you were talking to Nalasair that the places her party members are going is Roderick's going up to the northern part of Thalen to go back to the Dwarf clans, and Alicia and Eric are sticking in Juneau. Alicia because she wants to fight against the thuggery of the pseudo-government, try and sort of find a way to clean the place up. And Eric because he heard around town that his brother might be somewhere around here, and he wants to meet up with him.
I'm
Well,
all
got
for
something going
Nalasair
on.
then.
What about, is Bay sticking around with them?
She is returning to the academy. However, yeah, you would get a letter at some point in time. She's a possible party member because
No.
of reasons that I can...
Change your icon.
No.
And no.
And also, Shinzao is a possible party member
Oh.
because you guys are stronger than him, and he needs to be stronger than you.
Oh,
Fun
shit.
stuff.
Say
I'm
no to
scared of that
anime.
guy. Were we gonna run into him in a bar or something?
Yeah, he was going to contact you.
Oh. That's badass. Shinzao. So I think we're all in agreement, unless Heywood doesn't want to go treasure hunting, or if Heywood wants to reconsider his thoughts about making a new person.
I don't know.
You dwell on that. You sleep on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just generally, Nalasair seems the direction we want to go.
Okay. I will plan for that.
I mean, Heywood's fine with Nalasair anyways, so.
Okay, sounds good. I have to get up at 3 a.m. Good session.
No, introduce me first.
Yeah, introduce Chris.
Oh yeah, introduce Chris. Yay!
Chris, introduce yourself.
Hey guys,
We're at a
well, I was
bar.
expecting more. Like whatever.
We're just sitting at a table, I guess.
He just
If you,
walks up.
want, if you want to actually plan out your introduction, now that we have a direction, we can do that, like, later.
I mean, it's not gonna be like a long, involved thing. It's gonna be me, like. So basically, I watched you guys in the tournament and was impressed. Want to join you.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, get out.
Grizz is like, well, he has a cool beard. Haer'Dalis is like, oh, whatever.
I'm in the corner.
And Tyrion's
talking.
like, I have a dog.
Tyrion's like, I can't wait to shoot you.
And since you guys be
More
with-
targets.
Since you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
be with Nalasair at this point, she's like, yeah, more muscle. I like that.
You know, I used to have a beard. As glorious as yours.
And
And
you took an arrow in the face.
you guys are doing the Nalasair thing. Lissandra is going north on her mission thing.
Woo!
Cool. Alright. I'm going to bed.
Alright, see you later.
Bye, guys.